Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beauty Tangent. I wanted to talk to you about my makeup ministry. I get a lot of questions about Beauty Tangent, the makeup ministry, how I put everything all together, where the thoughts, the concepts, the organizations that I partner with, how people can give and contribute. So, a little background. In the last 5 years, I've gone through a lot. And from losing my mom to going through divorce, really losing everything that we had, our home and finances just took a tumble, and that's putting it nicely. So, everything has changed, and I know what that's like. I know what it's like to not be able to do all the things you used to do before, whether it's financially or physically or just in the family dynamic. Things change. And in our communities, we have a lot of women and children in particular that really need our help. And there's so many different organizations. Some of them, their structure isn't so great, and some are absolutely fantastic. So it's really up to you as the individual to decide where you want to contribute and how you want to give within your community. For me, I wish I could do even more and more and out of my own pocket without having to ask for help. But there are also a lot of friends and family and people in the community that really they want to give, but maybe they don't know how, or are not able to take the initiative to really seek out those opportunities. And so that's how we all kind of come together and put our strengths together to really help and give back to people in our community, men and women and children. But for my business, I tend to focus on the women and children just because I can relate and I know what that's like, and my heart really goes out to them. I really created the makeup ministry, which is a part of my business, really as a way for me to give back. Over the years, countless years, I've always accumulated products from friends and relatives, skincare products, personal hair care, nail care, you name it. Clothing, accessories, handbags, things like that. And if they couldn't use it, they would send it to me, and then I would repurpose it or sell it and use the funds to purchase the items that need to be new, such as mascaras or supplies like cotton rounds and things like that. Or I would sanitize the items, clean them up, prepare them, put collections together as needed, and send them all over the country. I have a great friend out in Utah, and I was just recently able to send out a great big box of cosmetics to her to help with her Secret Santa efforts this holiday season. She had some teenagers and some moms on her list, and they had requested makeup. So I was able to do that. So it's not just locally. And the good thing is that as people understand what I do, and my heart and my business, they spread the word. And so I get messages from all over the country. So that's really great for me that, our reach can really help people from not just the Northern Virginia area, but really all over the country. So as far as accepting donations, anything that, your neighbors, your girlfriends, anything that you guys have in your makeup vanity, in your bathrooms, things that are new, gently used, sometimes even half full if the contents and everything is clean and sanitary, I can go ahead and take care of that. If there are items that you're not really sure about, maybe they're cosmetics or skincare that you're not sure if they're expired, or you're not sure if it's something that could be passed on, just include that all in the collection and just pass it on to me, and I can go through and see what needs to be tossed and what can be cleaned up and passed on to someone else. A lot of shelters, people say, well, can you donate to a shelter? Why can't we send to a shelter in our area? The problem with shelters, and it's not really a problem, they're just trying to be very careful, is that everything has to be new, unopened, and that's really difficult. So sometimes as women, we try a new product, maybe we open something and then we forget to use it, or we realize it's not suitable for our skin or something like that. Well, it's not trash, it's like the equivalent of a tester in a store. There's still a quality product there. It just isn't being used by you. So why not pass that on to someone else? Well, a shelter won't take something like that because it's already been used, it's already been opened, that kind of thing. And maybe, someone in a shelter doesn't need a facial primer, you know what I mean? But there are women out in our community that are going on job interviews, and they are starting a new chapter in life, and they need some of these products, and they don't necessarily have the means. They're kind of coming on up again in life, and so they want and they need these things, but they can't necessarily afford them. So it's those types of occasions and scenarios where these items will benefit those particular individuals. You would pass it on, and you're thinking, oh, you know what, I should probably give this to someone, or I should check with my friends and see if anyone can use this. Chances are they probably have their own stuff that they're looking to pass on. So those are the types of items that we can pull together. That's where my professional expertise comes in, because someone else may just put things together and send it off to that person. Well, then that person will now have products that they're not going to use. So then it sits there and it doesn't really benefit them. So I'm all about making sure that whatever we send off to any individual is actually needed and used and benefits that individual. And in some cases, someone will have someone in mind and say, you know what, I have a friend, she's really going through a tough time. I really think, some products would benefit her. She's looking for a job, something like that, or she has a special event coming up, and I know she can't afford, to get her makeup done or whatever, and maybe they're in a different state, so I can't help that individual, but I can put together some products for her. And if that friend can send me a picture, then again, I can look at skin tone, hair color, eye color, just that person's individual style, and see what products would benefit that friend. That really helps give it a more personal approach, and that's what I do anyway. So I'm really happy to do it. Whether it's skincare, cosmetics, even costume jewelry, anything along those lines that you're not using, that are in your closet and you want to pass on. If I can't use it in my own makeup ministry inventory, there are organizations locally that I partner up with so that I can pass those items on to them as well. So it's not going to waste, I promise you that. And there are great friends that I have, and great colleagues and networking partners that know my heart and know what I'm trying to do, and how much I want to do. And I wish I could do it all out of my own pocket, and I wish I could do it all on a daily basis, just from giving of my time and resources. And unfortunately, I can't. I'm not able to help as many people if I were to do it on my own. And so I love to be able to partner with other generous individuals in our community, business owners and non-business owners alike, and really work together to make these people feel like people are caring for them, and people do want to reach out, and people do want to help them. Something could be a very small gesture for us, but it is huge for that person. And you have no idea how something so small, people say, well, you can survive without makeup. You can, but for a lot of individuals, especially if it is part of their previous identity, to look and feel like themselves, the way that they remember themselves in happier times, or to just lift their spirits, it's truly an amazing thing, and an amazing experience for a woman or a young lady to go through. So it's hard for some to understand, but for so many, it really is part of who we are, and to remember that, and to be able to take care of ourselves in that way is truly something that is missed, and that it's something so very, very, very beneficial. Another way that you can help with the makeup ministry and these efforts is through cash donations, which would be either specifically allocated to a gift certificate for a special makeover. Another way that I like to help out, and just from my time and my professional background, is through presentations to groups and individuals. So if you have a local organization that could benefit from a positive message, a special presentation to learn and to grow, especially for young ladies all the way up through women of all ages, please reach out to me. I would love to do that. And for organizations like that, I do it just from my own time and at no charge. I just really want to reach out to more and more people, and that's a great way to do it. Another way that you can help out through the makeup ministry is by purchasing new items. Whether you want to donate cash and have me do it, donate a gift card and have me do the shopping, or you can do it yourself, whatever you're comfortable with. We need items like, and if you're interested, I can give you a supply list. Things like cotton rounds, mascaras, different types of items, liquids, creams, things that can transfer bacteria. Those items should be purchased new. Things that are not always able to be repurposed or transferred from person to person. So those items need to be purchased new. I try to get them as affordable as possible, whether retail or wholesale. I really don't want to send something without them having the necessary tools, or if they need cotton rounds or they need Q-tips or something like that, or mascaras. I want to make sure that they have everything they need in their collection to be able to actually enjoy the process without them saying, oh, I need XYZ and I need to go to the store. That's adding an expense. Nothing takes away from the joy of an experience when you get stuck needing something, or you have to then turn around and spend money. So that takes away from it. So my goal is to give each individual a complete collection so that they can, complete a full look for themselves, whether it's a day look or evening look or whatever the occasion is. So I hope this was helpful for you in understanding my business background and why I started a makeup ministry. Nothing is I don't have a 501c. I don't have a nonprofit organization, even though some of my friends and family joke that I started a nonprofit when I meant to start a business. This is just important to me. And I knew that when I started my business that I wanted a way to be able to help other women. I know what it's like to lose everything. I realize how important it is when sometimes that's all you have. All you have is some small little thing that sparks joy, or some special moment that you can remember, what you used to have, and have a little of that again. So that's really where my heart is, and wanting to give back. And I don't want it to be overly complicated. It really isn't. To be able to give and to just help out. We all have these items sitting around in our homes, and we all want to give, and we want to help other women. It shouldn't be complicated, and that's my feeling on it. So if you have any questions, if you want a little more clarification on anything, please reach out to me. All of my information is on my website and also in the down bar below on YouTube. If you have any individual in your life that you think may need a little pampering, a little attention, and some beauty in her life, whether, doesn't matter the age, please reach out to me and let me know their story and just give me some information on that. Whatever I can do to help them, I would be happy to do it. It would be my absolute pleasure. Just let me know. Okay? And if that individual is you, then I want you to know that you are not alone, that someone does care about you. Sorry, got a little emotional for a second. And if that individual is you, I just want you to know that you are not alone, that someone does care about you. Someone has always been there, done that before you, and has survived. And there are better days ahead. There are gorgeous days ahead. And your story this is just one part of a very long and beautiful story. So, just reach out to me if you just need to talk, or you need some guidance or direction in any way. If there's anything I can do to help support you, I will do that. So thank you for taking the time to watch. Please share this video to anyone you think it might benefit. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.